And once again, some breaking news. Newsmax confirming that former President Trump has filed a $500 million lawsuit against his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, according to a source familiar with the matter. The lawsuit is unrelated to the case. Now, this is interesting. Unrelated to the case against Cohen by the man. Against Cohen or against Trump? Did somebody put this in there? Unrelated to the case.
Has nothing, supposedly has nothing to do with the Manhattan DA's case.
By the Manhattan DA case against
Correct.
Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump is seeking damages from Michael Cohen in a trial for compensatory, incidental, actual, and punitive losses. The lawsuit writing in the lawsuit says this is an action arising from Cohen's multiple breaches of fiduciary duty, unjust enrichment, conversion, and breaches of contract by virtue of Cohen's past service as Trump's employee and attorney. Now, we know his role with the former president is multi-leveled and may be hard to describe. And it often may depend upon how he describes it himself on whatever talk show you're watching.
Depending what his agenda
where
may
he may be
strategy.
recounting his story.
Sure.
So here with their thoughts, let's bring in Chief Communications Director for the America First Policy Institute and former Special Assistant to President Trump, Marc Lotter, and also columnist for the American Spectator, Jeffrey Lord. Marc, I'll start with you. We all know Mr. Trump often uses lawsuits for a reason. What are your thoughts here?
Well, I'm not a lawyer, but I would bet he's got a pretty strong case here. I mean, let's remember that Michael Cohen spent years as the lawyer or a lawyer for the Trump organization, and he has now turned around and used all of the secrets, all of the deals, all of the negotiations that he did while he was an attorney for the Trump organization and has made millions off of it, selling books, hawking himself on all the liberal networks. You know, this is attorney-client privilege, and obviously I know that, you know, having worked for the Trump campaigns, you sign non-disclosure agreements. I think there's going to be many avenues here he can pursue, and this does not look good, at least on the surface of it, for Michael Cohen. Yeah,
Jeff, if this reportedly has nothing to do with the Manhattan DA's case and Cohen's involvement in that, what might this be about strategically? We know what the what was read or what was listed, but what do you think this larger strategy could be?
I don't think there is any strategy. I think what you have here is Michael Cohen. I mean, this is just so self-evidently, to me at least, self-evidently dumb. He just got into this, personality thing with his former boss, and is using every opportunity he can to lash out at him. And this is the result. I mean, all employee-employer relationships don't work out. The best thing to do is just leave and go on about your business. That's not what Michael Cohen chose to do, and now he's going to pay a price for it.
Yeah, I can't help but think that this is also in Mr. Trump's mind. And again, we'll get more information on this, but as we're all just kicking it around as we're finding out about this, it's like, okay, Michael Cohen, you can go to the DA and testify against me. You're going to rue the day you did that, and you may want to think about this a little bit, because we have, and like you're saying, Marc, you could definitely make an argument whether a jury buys it or not, maybe down the road another couple of years. But you're going to have to pay money to defend yourself. You're going to have to think about everything you did, and they're going to be digging into your past, and that's not going to help you as far as even being a witness in this particular case Mr. Bragg has.
No, and on top of that, I think if you're any of the liberal networks that love to book Michael Cohen, you now have to disclose, if you have any journalistic ethics at all, you now have to disclose that he is being sued by Mr. Trump before you put him on every single time, because clearly the guy has long had an axe to grind. Now he's being sued over that axe, and so if nothing else, it might get him a little fewer bookings, or quite a few fewer bookings on the liberal mainstream media.
Yeah, fewer bookings. And also, if the Manhattan DA case against the former president does go to trial at some point, there's already been a lot of doubt cast on Michael Cohen, of course, and this would only serve to do more of that, Jeff, I would assume, as they dig deeper and deeper and deeper. So maybe this only goes to help a move towards dismissing the Manhattan DA case against the former president.
He has uniquely managed to disqualify himself as a legitimate witness. I mean, everybody's going to look at his history here and see that he is about conducting a vendetta against Donald Trump. And that's not going to help his credibility at all.
All right, Marc Lotter, Jeffrey Lord, thank you for your thoughts. Appreciate them.
You bet.